Every trader wants to win. That desire is probably the single biggest obstacle standing between them and consistent performance. Here's the paradox nobody tells you when you start trading. The harder you try to win, the worse your decisions become. Not because effort is wrong, because trying to win and trading well are not the same thing. The trader who needs to win trades differently from the trader who simply executes. He holds losing positions longer than he should, because closing them means admitting defeat. He exits winning trades too early, because locking in the profit feels like a victory he can keep. He takes trades that aren't there, because sitting in cash feels like losing ground. Every decision is contaminated by the need for a particular outcome, and the market is completely indifferent to what you need. Watch what this looks like in practice. Two traders, same setup, same entry. The first trader enters and immediately starts watching the P&L. Every tick up feels like confirmation. Every tick down feels like a threat. His stop loss starts to feel arbitrary. His target starts to feel too conservative. By the time the trade closes, he has made 6 decisions he never planned to make. The second trader enters, sets his stop, sets his target, and walks away from the screen. Not because he doesn't care about the outcome, because he has already made every decision that matters. The first trader is trying to win. The second trader is trying to execute. Only one of them is actually trading. The shift happens when a trader stops measuring himself by outcomes and starts measuring himself by process. Not, did I make money today? But, did I follow my system today? These sound like the same question. They are completely different questions. A trader who follows his system and loses has done his job correctly. A trader who breaks his system and wins has learned exactly the wrong lesson. The market will reward both and punish both without any regard for whether the decision was right or wrong. Process is the only thing you can actually control. Outcome is the only thing most traders focus on. That gap is where accounts go to die. Here is what separates the professional trader from everyone else. The professional has made peace with uncertainty. He knows that any individual trade can go either way. He knows that his system will produce losses. He knows that some of his best decisions will result in losing trades, and some of his worst decisions will result in winning ones. And he has accepted all of that completely, because his identity is not attached to any single outcome. He is not trying to prove anything. He is not trying to recover anything. He is not trying to win. He is simply trying to execute. One trade at a time, as cleanly as possible. That detachment is not indifference. It is the most sophisticated psychological achievement in this business. So how do you get there? Not overnight, not from one insight, but there is one practice that accelerates the shift faster than anything else. After every trading session, before you look at your P&L, answer one question. Did I follow my system today? Yes or no? Nothing else. If the answer is yes, the session was a success, regardless of what the P&L says. If the answer is no, the session needs review, regardless of what the P&L says. Do this every day for 30 days. Watch what happens to your relationship with outcomes. Watch what happens to your decisions. Watch what happens to your results. The trader who stops trying to win usually starts winning more consistently, not because the market changed, because he did. Stop measuring yourself by outcomes. Start measuring yourself by process. That is the first principle of the professional edge. Full framework in the description. I'll see you in the next trade.